Hey, this is Brian Figure. I want to talk about two different action figures, which are blank bodies, and I think these are the best ones you can get for the money. This one is 1/12 scale action figure, figure body 0 from from VToys and BMS, and this one is the enemy female body, fair, medium bust, 1/12 scale, and it's from the company. I forgot the name of the company. Let me open this bag real quick. It comes in a little baggie. Yeah, anime. I don't know what company it's from. LL Toys, I think. So yeah, that's the anime body. So now let's open them up. Now you can see that I've opened them up, and this is what they look like inside the boxes. This one actually comes with the container, which is nice. But it's not going to fit the figure. You have to take the head off and the feet off in order for this to fit in. But that's the blank body, as you can see right here. So let's get them out. Now what we have here standing in front of you are two blank bodies. One male blank body and one female blank body. The one on the left is more like comic book, like the Western style comic book art, and the one on the right is the Japanese influenced style body art. So yeah, they both have very completely different styles to them, but these are good bodies in my opinion, for the money. Now let's do some comparisons, size comparisons, starting with the Marvel Legends. That's what it looks like with the Marvel Legends right next to it. And then the Punisher Marvel Legends, and there's Black Cat Marvel Legends. And that's what they look like together. Okay, so that's what they look like. So it's not bad when it comes to scaling, but I would have to say that the VToys BMS version, that looks a little bit big. That's oversized almost. I would say that's a perfect figure for the Thor custom. You can make a Thor custom out of that. He's pretty big, pretty tall. Let's see. If you want to make a good Thor custom, you could use this. You could use the head and the cape onto that and make your own, costume, like a custom Thor outfit onto this. I think it would look really cool. I think it would be a perfect base body for Thor. Superman maybe, but it's a little too big, too tall for that. Here are the Maybach figures, and you can see that the BMS version is way too big, way oversized. But other than that, it has really nice proportions there. So you gotta admit, it's pretty nice. Now we're gonna do some articulation. This one, starting with this one, I'm gonna look up a little bit. Okay, let's do some articulation. Starting with the VToys. His head looks up this far, down this far. I'm gonna make it fast. Hold on. I just popped the head off very easily. Hold on. Yeah, and then full 360. And the shoulders, even though it's supposed to have butterfly joint, it doesn't really do anything. I mean, I'm trying, but it doesn't really want to do anything. Try to get close in. Try to close in. and with straight arms, all stretched. And this is all you're getting. Not really getting anything out of it are those butterfly joints. It goes up and down, kind of a small shrug, and bicep swivel, and very tight double jointed elbows. It looks very nice when it's bent, very clean. And then there's wrist, it's ball jointed wrist, and swivel. It looks like it's pretty old. Like you can see that about to fall off. And then there's the, oh yeah, I forgot. It has rotation at the shoulders, right? And then shoulders go up. These elbows are tight. Shoulders go up about this far, which is very good. It looks really nice when it's outstretched like that. And then let's bring the arms up. You can get it to do that. That's pretty good actually. Like if you're doing a fly pose like this, it looks pretty cool. See, looks like a flying Superman pose. That looks great. And then the chest, upper chest goes up this far, down this far, side and side, all the way like that, which is very nice. And then there's the waist articulation. Upper diaphragm cut can do full 360 swivel, and the waist as well. And so, yeah, they did a really good job designing this figure. And it has really decent ab crunch right there. That's good. And then, yeah, side to side, very steep, and arch back, all the way back like that. So that's nice. And then this one, it has no drop down hips, which is good. And look how clean that is. That's clean, no gap anywhere on this area right here. In this area, no gap. And you can still kick up, no problem. Pretty high up there. And a split, no problem. So it shows that Marvel Legends don't really know what they're doing when it comes to this. They don't care. So yeah, there's that. And then there's thigh swivel a little bit. Almost like a McFarlane figure. You don't really need that much thigh swivel, just a little bit here and there. It should be okay. And then double jointed knees goes about this far, right? It looks very good when it's bent like that, and it's not faceted at the at the end right there. That looks nice. And then there's ankle movement. It goes all the way. It's ball jointed, double ball peg inside the ankles, so you can move it in any direction you want. So there's this, and then there's this, the ankle pivot, and then feet goes up pretty high, which is really good. That's very good. And then it goes down pretty decent. And then, yeah, and then it does its swivel, of course. It's ball jointed. Then, so that's it. So this guy has pretty good articulation. The neck, though, it does move a little bit. Not much. It does look weird when it's like that, but it does move quite a bit. So you got that. And no toe hinges, though. No toe hinges. So there you have it with this guy. Now do this one. The articulation is really interesting with this. Her head goes up this far, and it has how do I say this? It's a soft piece in the torso, and her pelvis area is pretty soft. It's really soft. See how squishy it is? Super soft. There you go. See that? So there's a lot of like there are joints inside there, and it moves. The head, the neck moves. See, it moves, and you can move side to side as well. Just a little bit, but moves backwards and forward quite a bit on the neck area. Now the head, though, it does move up and down a little bit, and side to side a little bit, and it does rotate on a swivel. So there's that, and then arms go up this far, which is alright, and then it does have rotation at the shoulders and bicep swivel, which is really nice. It's clean, and you know, that's what you should do on a female body. And then double jointed elbows, which is exactly what we need. You know, a lot of toy companies, they like doing single jointed elbows on females. What's wrong with them? You know, why would you do that? Because these are women. They put their hands on their faces all the time, you know. Like, they go, oh my goodness. Or, like, you know, they, you know, stroke their hair, or they do some makeup, or they're scared, like, oh my goodness. Or, you know, they cover their eyes like this, or it's very, you know, females use their faces a lot. So, using single jointed elbows on females is stupid, really stupid. And then anyway, there's wrist joints, and these wrist joints are they are diagonal. As you can see, it's diagonal, so be careful with that. It's very, very small. It's incredibly small. And then it's not loose, though. It's really nice and tight, so that's good. And then there's diaphragm rotation swivel, and then there's side to side like this, right? And it arches back this far and forward this far. And not only that, but it also has articulation inside the stomach. And it moves forward like this, back, side to side, like that. So it's a lot of range. And she can crunch forward like this, and you can see the pop outy shape on there, which is kind of realistic if you ask me. And then she can arch back this far, which is really good. And now let's do the legs. She has no drop down hips, no thigh swivel either. Like, absolutely none. There's just no thigh swivel. So if you think about doing it, don't. You will break it. So she has no thigh swivel, which kind of sucks. She kicks up about this far though, so that's very good. And she kicks out into a full-on split, which is insane. That's really nice. And then she closes in her legs like this. That looks good. And what else? And she has single jointed knees, which is fine, I guess. I mean, it's fine. It's smooth enough. It has no swivel at the knees either. So you have absolutely no swivel in this area. So it's kind of limited in a way. And then the feet, she has a swivel at the ankle, and her feet go up that far, really far, and goes down this far, and ankle pivot this far, and this far. So that's good. She has very good ankle articulation. It's just really, really good articulation everywhere else, basically. But let's see if it has any movement. Probably some movement here and there. Yeah, it does have movement in the shoulders, inside the clavicles area. She can move, you know, like kind of like a butterfly joint a little bit. So anyway, so there you have it. Very good articulation. The only thing that's lacking is the thigh swivel. It needs some kind of thigh swivel somewhere, and it has none of that, which sucks. What else? I think that's it. So there you have it. That's the review of these two. These are great looking figures, and you can see up close, you know, in the articulation department, that they have good sculpts. I'm not going to talk too much about the sculpts of these because they're just plain bodies. There's nothing to talk about when it comes to that. But I would like to talk about proportions though. Well, actually, I did talk about that in the comparison shots. Yeah, this is what they look like. Let's do a full view of the body. And I'm not going to say much about it. As you can see, a muscular body. He's got veins on his arms. He has a lot of muscular definition, front and back, which clearly looks really good. Oops. So yeah, he looks like a fitness model of sorts. Not extremely muscular, but very impressive physique with low body fat. So yeah, that looks awesome. He has really good shoulders, big wide shoulders, so that helps with the V-taper look for superheroes. This is great for, you know, customizing your superheroes. I would say this is perfect for Thor custom. So if you're serious about that, this is the one to get. So yeah, there's that. Now, yeah, this is a good one. And then this is a good one. You can actually paint on her face. It's got sculpted eyes on there. As you can see, same thing with this guy. Sculpted. Eyes are sculpted. A very sculpted detail. This one has good detail, even for an anime, or how do you call it? And sculpted hair. I like short hair like that on women. They look cute with that on. I like that. And then you can see how small her shoulders are relative to her hips. Complete opposite of this one, which a male has wider shoulders and smaller hips. Marvel Legends has that reversed. Marvel Legends, they like to make shoulders really tiny and so close to each other and really wide hips. I don't know what's their deal. They suck. This one is really nice. It looks like a female body, and she has a nice bottom, nicely shaped bottom, nice V-taper, not V-taper, hourglass shape. She has a really nice hourglass shape, so I like that. And these are sandals. I added on the sandals on there because just for the stability for the comparisons, so I can stand her up like that without falling. So yeah, that's why I did that. The detail is incredible. Like, it is so small. It's smaller than my pinky finger. It's so nuts. It's just crazy. That's a lot of extreme detail for the fingers on here. He even has fingernails, for Pete's sake. Insane. Really tiny wrist, tiny elbow joints, very tiny joints, and it poses extremely well. This is impressive considering that it's only $16 to pay for this. Like, literally, you can buy it at BBTS. It's really cheap. So anyway, these are the accessories. Comes with a bunch of hands and feet. And there are different types of feet. There's one where you can put her in high heels, and one with flat feet like this. So yeah, and it's got extra spares, like the double ball peg for the torso. I'm guessing is the torso. So just in case it breaks, then you can use that in case it breaks. So that's great. That's just good. I forgot to tell you that this comes with a stand as well. This female anime figure. it comes with a nice little stand that you can put together. So there's that. And then this one for accessories, I'm not gonna open up the whole thing, but it has a spare double ball peg for the neck, and then there are hands, different types of hands, open hands, relaxed hands, and open like crunchy hands, and then that's it. And you got fish hands over here, and then you got the calves, the lower calves, and the boots that you can put on. You can swap the feet for the boots, and you know, for the army guys, you know, whatever, or you know, a thug or whatever. So these are great base bodies to use for artists. You know, if you want to draw characters the right way, these are it. Except for the female anime base. But these both can be great for anime or comic book art or whatever. These are great for custom as well. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and hope I see you again next time. Keep posting your action figures, and take care. See you soon.